Welcome back to Rotten and Forgotten. If you've been following along this season, we've been doing pretty darn good on our snowmobile startups. I mean, all the machines are running so far, other than the 302 Skidoo. Now, this machine is currently lacking a recoil, which is great. I need to go find one of them. But it's also been sitting since last summer, I guess, when I parked it. So yeah, it's been sitting in the shed for the better part of 6 months, and yeah, I need to get it running. I need to go riding, but you know, I got morals. I don't want to go ride the lands and wear them out on the dirt and the snert, but you know, this 302, she was built for snert, I think, supposedly, and gravel and all that. So yeah, anyways, let's go find a recoil and get this thing running. Now, unfortunately, I'm all out of spare recoils, but luckily, we've got, you know, some Elan sitting around that I'm saving on, so I think I can borrow the recoil off of one. I think we're going to take the General's recoil because it's got a nice grab handle and it seems to do the recoil thing. So, yep, that's the one I'm going to take. I believe it's a 10 millimeter. Normally there's 4 bolts in there, but this one only has 3 and they're self-tappers at that. So yeah, pretty nice. I better leave those here with the machine so I remember where they go. Yeah, that is a motor. Why is there only 1 bolt? Oh no. Where'd the other ones go? Oh, here's one. Maybe we only run 2 bolts on this one. That'd be pretty neat. As long as we can pull it. Oh, hi sparrows. Wildlife. Wow. That was pretty neat. Okay, let's get this recoil situated. Right about there. A guy forgets all the handy fixes that he does and did last winter. I'm currently using a nut as a spacer for my bolt, so that's pretty neat. And I currently only have 2 screws on this recoil, so yeah, I guess I shouldn't have been making fun of 3 because that's better than 2, I guess. But anyways, pretty rowdy machine I got going on here. We got a recoil installed, looks pretty professional, and I think it's gonna work, so that's good. Now we need to get the carburetor bled, just like I've done on the Elans 1,000 times, but the only problem is with the Olympic gas tank, the fill hole's right in the center of the tank, so you don't get that nice angle, so it's a little more limb intensive, and you kind of got to go by feel in here, but we should be able to do it. I think I've done it before. But yeah, let's get her done. Do some more CPR. There's a gosh darn fill neck in the way too on this machine. Overflow. Wow, that is fancy. Okay, get down in here. There's a Bearcat in my way too. Junk snowmobile. Oh, that gas smells good. Yep. We'll go with that. It's definitely still gas, but there must be some raunchy stuff on the fill neck because it don't smell as good as it should. We've got fuel to the carburetor, you know, because my hands are full of it. So that's great. Let's maybe try giving it a pull. Maybe I should go get my spray. Probably should go get the spray. Let's go find that. We've got fuel to the carburetor. I got my handy dandy spray bottle. And one thing to note, if you're going to find yourself a spray bottle, you should buy one that's more than, you know, $2 for a 4-pack because this one tends to leak like a lot. And it's not very convenient when there's puddles of gas everywhere. So just get yourself a good bottle, you know. But anyways, let's see if we can't get this machine to run. You gotta remember, choke's open. Oh yeah. Key on. Throttle free. Brake there. Oh, we can even steer. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we go. First pull. Nothing. Oh no. Oh, you dirty dog. Oh, there we go. Maybe the recoil's not that good. Key on, that's pushed in. We should be hearing some 3 pulls in, and it hasn't made any noise yet, but the 4th pull, I think that's going to be the one. Oh, I opened up the throttle and injected some gas just right in the jug, so that's kind of why I thought it might work, but we got to get this carburetor breathing on its own, and I don't feel like going through another Tilson, even though I probably will be, but yeah, here we go. Go back in there. I gotta go full choke. Come on now. Ooh. We're gonna do some bottle feeding. Oh, I might have fed her too much. This recoil's scaring me. Ah! You turd. I've got some choice words to say to this Tilson at the moment, but I'm just gonna, you know, mind my P's and Q's and keep pulling the rope. You gotta give it a, you know, valiant effort. Nobody likes a quitter, so. Well, the good news is the engine should run. The bad news is we need to go through the Tilson again, so great. My plan now is to bottle feed it to the shop so I don't have to drag it there. So, you know, I want to keep some dignity for the sled. It's not its fault that it wasn't ran all summer and, you know, that diaphragms are junk nowadays or whatever could be the case. It's just a snowmobile. I think that's the biggest case. Sometimes they don't like the run. But yeah, I need to move you guys out of the way and I'm gonna bottle feed this baby right up to the door and drive her in. So that's the new game plan. We'll see you at the shop. Oh, you're almost running on your own, little buddy. Come on now. She wants to run, so we're gonna force the shop idea and we're just gonna let her eat for a little while and see if we get it back. Come on now! Oh no. Maybe I shouldn't have boarded the shop. Okay, what's going on here? I might need some gas again. I think the whole game will lose on the carburetor. Well, the good news is it runs, but the bad news is we don't have a low idle circuit. We're currently only running on the high idle, so we're still gonna go through the carburetor, but I definitely don't condone that kind of abuse to your machines unless, you know, you do it like I just did, because that happens sometimes. But anyways, let's get this in the shop, go through the carburetor like we're supposed to. And yeah, hindsight, a guy should have just brought it in when I was at the door the first time, but you know, you gotta try a little bit sometimes. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel will find a nut, but today wasn't my day for that. And I almost feel a little bit bad, but it's an Olympic, so I really don't. But anyways, we're gonna pull this carburetor off. You've seen me do this before. It's like ingrained in my memory now, and probably your guys's too. Pretty simple. We're gonna pull these two nuts off of the flange and take the throttle cable off and the return lines, and then we're gonna operate on this carburetor. It's that simple. We're gonna give her the beans here and get her done. That's pretty cool. This is our 7. Come on, get off there. You want food? There. That was pretty painless now, wasn't it? It's like I've done that before. Huh. I'm gonna go through this carburetor real fast. I'm not gonna take you guys along on an in-depth journey because we've already done that like 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 times. I don't remember, but we just did one in the last episode. So go back and look at that. It's gonna be the same principle, but I'm gonna look for my issue on this, clean it all up, put it all back together. We'll throw you on a time warp, turbo speed, and get things rolling, and hopefully, you know, we'll get this back together. If I find anything really cool, I'll let you know. But until then, let's turbo speed stuff. Yep. I got the pump pulled apart, and I think I found the problem. Our needle isn't dropping down like it should. Not sure if you can see that there, but our little armature's moving fine. The spring's working good, but the needle's not moving. And I've got a hunch that's gonna be a rubber tip needle in there. And I think that maybe it expanded and it's gonna be stuck just like the other one we did, like last episode. But yeah, if that's the case, you know, it's probably the ethanol. I can't say that. We raise corn here. We like corn. Don't hate on it. Not everything's the ethanol's fault. Maybe it is too. It's hard to say. Rubber tip needle. That's looking good-ish. That's not bad. There's a little ring on it where it's been seated in that, but that's definitely not the problem. Corn's still good to go. Keep burning it. Yeah, let's check out our low and high. Unscrew those and I'll clean everything up real good. This carburetor is an HR75A. It actually came off of a 335, so it's a little bit overkill for that 303, but the 303's carburetor was messed up. I couldn't make it work. I tried rebuilding it like 4 or 5 times. And yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with that one, but with this carburetor, it works. So they're just gonna leave it at that. But the high idle isn't capped off like on a 250, it's adjustable. So that's kind of neat. I gotta clean this carburetor the old fashioned way because my fancy new technology, the ultrasonic cleaner, decided to quit on me. So yep, we're back to carb spray, which is fine. I've got my parts sprayed down, I got my carburetor cleaned up, and one thing to note, if you don't want to drill out your Welch plugs, you can rattle the carburetor and you can hear that ball moving back and forth too. So I can hear that and I know it's working because we had high idle out there, so it's definitely doing something. It's not stuck, so that's good too. That's also new. This whole carb kit only has 2 hours on it, so it should all be good to go back together. Diaphragm looks good. I'm gonna slap this whole thing back together, reassemble it, and we'll throw it on the sled. That might get some hate, but trust me, there's a little bit of powder on the gravel there, so it was, yeah, no, it was all gravel. Anyways, let's go hit the woods too a little bit here. She's running pretty darn good. Our low idle is, kind of there. Spits a lot of gas out, I do remember that now, but 2 thumbs up for me. You probably can't see them, but yeah, we're gonna go play in the woods and make a couple more laps. Oh no, what's your problem? What the world? Just when we thought the episode was going to be over, it's not, because the sled's not running anymore. Just putting on that final edit touch of the see you later, whatnot, thanks for watching, and it died and it doesn't want to start. I get a putt and buh. So something's going on in that carburetor. It's coming back off. I'm gonna go through it again. Yeah, great. I think we try putting that new needle in and see if it helps at all. But I mean, it looks, that lever's sitting pretty much flat with the surface there, so. This is getting interesting. Not sure if you can see inside there, but there's a little bit of scuzz in there. Not sure what it is, but I hate switching needles. I just never have good luck with it, it seems like, but I mean, we can't really have worse luck right now, so it's worth a shot. We might end up with a running sled after this one, maybe. As you can see, this new armature is recessed a little bit, so I'm going to give her a little bit of a bend just to get it to the same level as the face of the carburetor. Something like that should work. They're real finicky from my experience, so it might take a little bit of doing, but I know that this needle's working. It seems to be, at least. Let's try reassembly, put it on the sled, and see what happens. Okay, back on we go. Round 3, 2. Round 2, I think. We're not doing too bad, I guess. Well, let's try it. I got my doubts. Like I said, I never have good luck changing needles out, but it's worth a shot, and we really don't have nothing to lose because we kind of got a dead sled at the moment, which seems to happen fairly often around here. Okay. Whoop, I should put my return on probably. That might be wise. Throttle free. Fire in the hole. Well, the 302 is running again, which is great. I'm not sure what exactly fixed it, whether putting in that new needle and armature was the fix or just taking it all apart and cleaning it again. I don't know, but it's running now. We're just gonna cross our fingers and knock on plastic. It stays running, but yeah. I know one thing for sure, it wasn't the ethanol if it was the needle job. Yeah, bleh. We support corn farmers around here, so yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching Rotten and Forgotten. I appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.